This is what nobody tells about why teens prefer female instructors. Why? Because we're the best, the female instructors, and the whole world. No, just kidding. Welcome to the Chicago podcast. This is an episode that is going to talk about moms, not about driving rules, but more about driving instructors. There are female moms out there. So I am Naya, your host. I'm here with my good friend Kellie Valencia, which we're going to be talking about this moms, month, which is May.
It's
So
our month.
how you? It's our month. How you doing, Kellie?
I'm doing well, and thank you for having me join you. I appreciate that because before I was a driving instructor, I was a mother teaching my kids how to drive. So
Yeah.
I understand that they need some warmth, they need some compassion, and it opens them up a little bit in the classroom, kind of eases their fear.
Yeah, honestly, me as a mom as well, it's so much fun, but at the same time, it's a nerve-wracking
It
situation,
is.
especially when you're teaching your kid how to drive,
It is.
right? So I understand sometimes we be frustrating, or the kids might be frustrating. They say, "No, I don't want to go drive with my dad. I want to drive with you," and you're like, "What do I do now?"
What do you do? I mean, they do. They show up maybe a little scared, a little
Mm-hmm.
anxious, but I think females in particular in the classroom or behind the wheel,
Mm-hmm.
we have a calming voice that
Mm-hmm.
influences them and just kind of dissipates their anxiety a little bit and lets them flow, be a little easy.
Being a little bit more empathetic, right?
Yep.
So just to tell you a story, I learned how to drive by myself. I say by myself because my brother, my older brother, uh, according to him, he taught me how to drive. But no, when I was about to graduate, my uncle gave me a car, a stick shift car, and he just said, "Hey, when you
Mm.
graduate, that's the car right there." So my brother was so anxious to teach me, according to him, because at the end he ended up using my car. But anyways, what he did was he sat me down on the side and he said, "Hey, you're gonna use your clutch to gear the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the R that you see here is for reverse." That's the only thing he said to me.
That was it. That was your lesson.
That was my lesson. Never
Oh
being in
boy.
that out and driving nowhere. It was just that.
Well, I got a little bit more than that, and my father's hubcaps prove that after I hit a lot of curbs. But, I think a female voice in the classroom, we bring a calm confidence to them, firm, but calm. And I think that makes all the difference.
I know, I know. So, do sometimes as a mom, now that we both work in the classroom and then behind the wheel, sometimes the kids are so much nervous and they have so much anxiety that
They are.
that our job is not just to calm them down, but our job is also to teach them.
It is. And it can be hard. I mean, they're teenagers. They have more energy than we do as grown adults. But we're good because we're moms. We can read emotions and we know if it's fear they're feeling. Maybe they don't want to answer a question because they don't want to be pointed out in the classroom. But giving them that knowledge, eventually they want to show it off and they start talking and they start sharing it.
It's so true.
Yes.
I had a mom that came to me and said, "You know what? My kid's about to start driving, and I don't know what to do." I said, "How do you feel?" I said, "I don't know. I think I can give him the benefit of the doubt, but still, I'm still like driving with him, even though I don't have an extra brake. I'm braking." So imagine, did you have the same experience while you teaching? What were you teaching your kids?
I did, and you want to make sure that your child feels confident. You're rooting for them, giving them all this positive reinforcement. And something that moms don't say is that we're scared inside. We don't say it out loud, but we feel it, and we just try to swallow that so that our child just comes out confident in their abilities.
Yeah, because if they don't, they shut down completely.
They do.
And if they're
They
not
do.
calm, it's so hard for us as moms or instructors to teach them how to drive because they're all shut down.
They
They
do.
don't want to do anything else. So our job is to put them in the ease pace so they can learn and do all these things,
Yeah.
right?
We do, and I try to tell them when you're behind the wheel, you'll make mistakes. Even seasoned drivers still do things on occasion. Give yourself some grace, forgive yourself, and move on. And I enjoy when parents interact with us and they want to know, what did my child learn in class today? What kind of videos did they watch? They're making sure there's nothing too graphic, just their involvement. It lets you know that your instruction is being carried over in the home, and that plays a big part.
Yeah, I totally agree. Since we're talking about that confidence and all that, empathy, as a mom, what makes you, or what makes you as a proud mom, what would you say? I know if I say I'm the proudest mom ever, why would you say that?
Oh, just seeing the kind, compassionate adults that my children have grown into. And when I see some of the things that I've taught them at work and how they act and how they react to other people, there's some pride in that. And so when I teach that to a student, it's a whole new generation that we're passing this on to. And yeah, that is a
Yeah.
feeling of pride.
I feel the same way, you know. If my student comes to me and say, "Hey, teacher, I got my permit," or "Hey,
Yeah,
teacher, I just got my license and I have freedom now," so that makes me proud as an instructor and also as a mom, because
absolutely.
sometimes when you're driving with the teens, you gotta become a mom. Tough love, I call it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. And sometimes tough love is necessary because they are still teenagers. But when you see them get something right, especially if it's something they have struggled with, and they finally get it, and you see that look on their face, you know you've done something right because, oh, they get it. It's a light bulb moment.
Exactly, and I love those teachable moments.
Yeah.
So now that we're celebrating strong moms, because this is the month of moms,
Yes.
so what does Mother Day means to you?
Oh, Mother's Day means to me, I sit and reflect um, the lessons that I teach my children, because ultimately those are going to be the lessons they teach their children one day. And it's the same lessons that my mom taught me. So, love and family, that's what Mother's Day means to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then to me, if you ask me, it's about gratitude. Thank God, you know,
Yes.
we are here and we're teaching our children how to drive, but also as an instructor, I feel very gratifying to know that I'm the one, or I was the one who helped them learn how to drive, right?
Yes.
So being a mom, you know, sometimes we have to shift our hats so many times. But what really, really gets me is when I see those kids, those
Yeah.
teenagers, you know, driving the way I taught them how.
Yes. And it is a nice moment when you
It's
see
a good
that.
feeling. It's a
Yep.
good feeling.
You see them holding the steering wheel the way that you told them to, or looking in their mirrors the way you told them to. All of these things, they, whoa, we have a visitor.
Oh, it's a mom.
Oh,
Hi,
hi. Hi there. Well,
So,
she might have some input to give us.
yes, maybe driving.
Yeah.
Don't get on the way. Yeah, sure. So that brings to us that brings to us to this, that there is many, that we have many qualities as moms, and that's incredible, because sometimes I feel like I'm a super mom. Don't you?
You kind of have to be these days, right? With your
Yeah.
kids and a household and working. Moms don't get enough credit on a
Ex-
daily basis.
Exactly. And that's not fair.
It's not. It's not.
I've definitely had moments where I felt like, you know, um, like I have to be the second mom of a driver, not necessarily a teenager, but you know, like I always say, tough love brings good product at the end.
It
Good
does.
driver, you know.
It does.
And a lot of that time, I reflect that and to myself and say, you know, they taught me just by sitting in the passenger side. Now, you know, I'm going to be a good teacher, and I'm going to show them how to
And
drive
how to
correctly,
drive
and not just by
correctly.
talking.
This
by
is how you stop. This is how you go. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So it's so amazing how female drivers. By the way, to be honest, we don't have a lot of female drivers. But we are very popular though.
We are. We're in demand. And I
We are
think
demand.
that's because we do have empathy and we have a calming demeanor. Because we are mothers, it just transfers over, and we're non-judgmental. You make a mistake. This was your mistake. This is how we correct it. This is how you go forward. they're not made to feel bad about that.
Right. No one wants to feel that.
No,
No one wants
no.
to hear that when you're learning, and when you're trying to learn something new. So, um, now your kids are driving
Hmm.
or your students are driving. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I wonder if my child is driving correctly, if he's
Hmm.
speeding up or if he's braking or is he, I don't know, if he's paying attention on his mirrors. What is he doing?
It is quite nerve-wracking as a parent, and especially teaching my children to drive. You're saying, yes, that is right. Now you're ready to go out there on your own. You have your license and they start running your errands, but inside you're
Hmm.
saying, I hope they don't confuse the gas pedal and the brake. I mean,
Exactly. Or just turn without signaling and all that
yeah.
stuff. So, Kelly, from the perspective, I know you're a classroom teacher. From that
Hmm.
perspective, how do you feel? What do you feel? What's your feeling about that? Being a teacher, but also maybe I hope that you're enjoying what you're doing.
Absolutely, I do
But
enjoy
also,
it.
I'm pretty sure the mom attitude comes out when you're teaching.
I feel a lot as my mom did when she was teaching me how to drive. And okay, this is how you approach an intersection. She was very calm about it, didn't make me feel nervous, didn't make me feel self conscious. And I think that is so important. It helps the kids to calm down. When anybody feels like the spotlight is on them and you just want to pick at what they do wrong, they make mistakes more than they normally would. And if they do, we tell them it's okay. Even now, as grown adults driving for many years, we might still make a mistake. You learn from it and you move on.
Yeah, I love that. I had a student that came in and said, you know what, my mom is learning how to drive. And I'm so excited about her because that will make her more independent. But,
Yeah.
sometimes uh, we have guests, extra co host here.
And something to
Uh,
say?
and then he said, but I still don't want to be in the car when my mom is driving. He says, no trust yet. Why? I asked him why. Why so? He said no because this was her first lesson. So I think I'm gonna be ready when she gets on the third.
Oh, he was scared. Then they understand what our role is like.
Exactly.
Exactly the same. Um, you just have to internalize it sometimes and push through. Like anything else with life, when you approach a struggle and you come out on the other end successful, you feel more confident after that, more willing
Yes.
to do the next thing.
Yes, yes, yes. So we had another mom that came and said, "Teacher, my son says that I did good on that because she took him to school." So
Uh-huh.
he told her, "Mom, don't forget to do the hand over hand."
Hmm.
Why? Because they both came to Nova, and they both had the same
Same
the same
instruction.
instructor.
Yeah.
So, and then I felt like so much like empowered because I was taking my kid to his school. So
Hmm.
that's those type of stories. I think it's so amazing as instructors that we
Yes.
are that we did our job.
We did our job, we did it well. And I think it's also inspirational when that happens because it tells moms it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter how old you are. Take a class, become independent. As our logo, our motto is feel the freedom. Yeah.
Exactly, feel the freedom. And if your moms they're out there listening, feel the freedom. Call us, and have us help you or your teen and teach you how to drive properly, correctly, responsibly, and
Yes.
with a lot of confidence. So,
And if you have any advice that your mother passed down to you, we would love to hear it. Like, make sure you stop at the line and not in the crosswalk. We want to hear those stories. So send them to us at hashtag #MotherDrive.
or hashtag scary mom. No, just kidding. And also, if you mention this episode, and you will get a $20 off your teen program or your ADE or your adult education driving program. So give us a call. Find us in all this. So we're everywhere in social media, so you can find us, and then you can have the $20 off on your program that you choose.
And if you're a mom eager to get started,
Yes.
give us a call. This is your moment.
As for a female instructor.
Yes. Take the plunge.
Yes, and we'll teach you all the tips and the
Yeah.
secrets of the roads and also on how to maneuver the vehicle or any vehicle so properly, safely as well. So, ta-da! We're not just here for teaching, guys. We're here to help teens build confidence and help moms feel supported by the Nova team.
Yep. And if you're a mom just getting started and you have a teen that's eager to drive, this is your moment.
Exactly. And the other day, a mom came and told me, I'm so very happy that I had a female driver instructor because that made me feel so comfortable. And now I start driving and I feel confident and responsible.
And they remember that. So remember, until May 30th, mention this episode and you get $20 off the teen program or your own class as a mom.
Exactly. Hey, you know, $20. Who gives you $20 for free?
Nobody.
Only here at Nova Driving School.
So thank you for your time. To all the moms out there, you're not alone. This community is here for you. We're all here to root for you.
Yes. And if you're teaching your teen how to drive, maybe leave that to us. Bring it to Nova Driving School and we'll give him the best of the best so he or she can be confident, responsible, a responsible driver. So we're here. So
we're here. We're waiting.
Yes. So to all the moms there, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
We'll see you until next time, until the next episode. Thank you, Kelly, for being with me. And
Thank
happy
you
Mother's
for having me.
What are you going to do for Mother's Day?
I am actually going to be in Amsterdam.
Woo! Well, say hi to everybody over there.
I will. I'll be there with my kids. So.
All right. Sounds good. And all of you, thank you so much. Enjoy your mothers. And we'll here at Nova Driving School. So, bye-bye.
Bye.